In the vast expanse of the cosmos, amidst the swirling mists of the universe, there existed a world of unparalleled beauty and wonder known as Rodus Prime. Nestled within the cosmic tapestry, the celestial sphere was home to the Skrull civilization, a race of beings whose existence was guided and guarded by the malevolent deity Grydaa. For eons untold, Grydaa had watched over the Skrull with a gentle hand, guiding them towards enlightenment and prosperity. Under Grydaa's watchful eye, the Skrull flourished, their cities reaching towards the heavens and their technology advancing at an astonishing rate. From the towering spires of their metropolises to the shimmering fields of their agrarian settlements, the Skrull thrived under the watchful gaze of their divine protector. Amidst the bustling streets of one such metropolis, a group of Skrull scholars gathered in a dimly lit chamber, poring over ancient tomes and scrolls in search of knowledge and wisdom. Among them was a young scholar named Arden, his brow furrowed in concentration as he studied the intricate symbols etched upon the weathered pages of an ancient manuscript. "This is it!" Arden exclaimed, excitement tingling in his voice as he traced a series of arcane runes with his finger. "The key to unlocking the mysteries of the cosmos!" His companions leaned in closer, their eyes alight with curiosity as they eagerly awaited his revelation. For weeks, they had labored tirelessly, scouring the archives of their ancestors in search of a solution to the growing darkness that threatened to engulf their world. "What does it say?" one of the scholars asked, her voice barely above a whisper as she leaned in closer to examine the ancient text. Arden's gaze flickered across the page, his mind racing as he pieced together the fragments of knowledge contained within the ancient manuscript. "It speaks of a powerful artifact known as the Shard of Eternity," he explained, his voice filled with awe and reverence. "Said to possess the ability to pierce the veil of darkness and restore balance to the universe." The scholars exchanged excited whispers, their hearts filled with hope at the prospect of salvation in the face of overwhelming odds. For too long, they had watched helplessly as Grydaa's once benevolent nature was twisted and corrupted by dark forces beyond their comprehension. But even as they made preparations to embark on their perilous quest, whispers of dissent echoed through the corridors of power. Among the ruling elite of the Skrull civilization, doubt and uncertainty festered like a cancer, threatening to tear apart the fragile fabric of their society. In the opulent halls of the royal palace, a council of elders convened to discuss the growing threat posed by Grydaa's descent into madness. Amongst them was a seasoned warrior named Drakar, his eyes narrowed in suspicion as he listened to the impassioned pleas of his fellow council members.
"We cannot stand idly by while our world crumbles around us,"
one of the elders declared, his voice filled with righteous indignation.
"Grydaa's corruption threatens to consume us all if we do not act swiftly and decisively."
Drakar nodded in agreement, his expression grim as he surveyed the assembled council members.
"We must mobilize our forces and prepare for war,"
he proclaimed, his voice echoing through the chamber like a thunderclap.
"The fate of Rodus Prime hangs in the balance, and it is our duty to defend it at all costs."
But even as the council debated their course of action, a dark, looming figure lurked in the shadows, listening intently to their every word. Unbeknownst to the Skrull, agents of the dark entities that sought to corrupt Grydaa's divine essence had infiltrated their society, weaving a web of deception and deceit that threatened to ensnare them all. In the depths of his sanctum, Grydaa wrestled with the darkness that gnawed at the edges of his consciousness, his divine essence strained to the breaking point by the relentless assault of the dark entities that sought to control him. But deep within the recesses of his fractured psyche, a spark of his former self struggled to break free from the shackles of madness.
"My children,"
Grydaa whispered, his voice a faint echo in the vast emptiness of his mind.
"I am sorry for what I have become."
But even as he spoke, the dark entities tightened their grip, their malevolent influence twisting and distorting his thoughts until he could no longer distinguish friend from foe. With a roar of rage that shook the very foundations of his being, Grydaa unleashed his wrath upon the unsuspecting Skrull, his once benevolent nature warped and corrupted by the darkness that consumed him. In the streets below, chaos reigned supreme as the Skrull struggled to make sense of the sudden onslaught of violence and destruction that engulfed their world. Families huddled together in terror as their homes were reduced to smoldering ruins, the cries of the innocent drowned out by the deafening roar of Gryda's fury. But amidst the chaos, a glimmer of hope remained, for deep within the heart of the royal palace, Drakkar rallied his fellow warriors to stand against the tide of darkness that threatened to engulf them. With swords drawn and hearts ablaze with righteous fury, they marched forth to confront the corrupted deity and put an end to his reign of terror once and for all. As the battle raged on, Arden and his companions embarked on their perilous quest to retrieve the Shard of Eternity from the farthest reaches of the cosmos. Guided by the wisdom of their ancestors and the indomitable spirit of their people, they braved untold dangers and faced unimaginable challenges on their journey across the stars. But even as they drew closer to their goal, they knew that their struggle was far from over. For the darkness that had taken root within Gryda's soul was a formidable foe, one that could not be vanquished through strength of arms alone. And so, as they prepared to face their ultimate challenge, they did so with a sense of determination and resolve that burned brighter than the stars themselves. In the end, it was not through violence or bloodshed that victory was achieved, but through the power of hope and the indomitable spirit of the Skrull people. With the Shard of Eternity in their possession, they pierced the veil of darkness that shrouded Gryda's mind, freeing him from the grip of the dark entities that sought to control him. And as the last echoes of the conflict faded into the cosmic void, Grydaa emerged from the depths of madness, his divine essence restored to its former glory. With a solemn vow to never again succumb to the temptations of darkness, he pledged to guide and protect the Skrull for all eternity.